Together, we can rule the galaxy far from sun.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are two of them.
What is up, everybody? Oh my goodness. It is doing a midweek podcast here. So welcome. There are Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses. This is Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. I'm Todd Hoffman. Trent's not here today, but we're excited to bring episode 222 to you. It is my birthday today, hitting level 50, so super excited. And I thought it would be cool to kind of talk about the top 50 favorite things in the Star Wars franchise. So kids are in full school mode, and we're doing football and cheerleading, so it's super, super fun. And just, again, playing some Fortnite, playing a little Chronos, which is a cool new game, kind of Dead Space-ish. And so we're having fun, taking a couple days off here for my birthday, so super excited for that. But we want to really just jump right into our main topic, and we're going to be, again, kind of exploring the top 50 things of the Star Wars franchise. And so really, I think we'll start with characters. We're just going to kind of go down a list and see if you agree or not agree. It's all good. First things up, Darth Vader. Is he the ultimate villain? I kind of think he's not the ultimate villain, because in the Star Wars franchise, it really is Palpatine that is the villain, and I think that's what makes Anakin Skywalker so awesome. But don't get me wrong, Darth Vader's look, the music, all the kind of stuff. He has the greatest wrestling entrance of all time. He is super, super amazing, and I just love him. I think he's great. But I don't think he's the ultimate villain. I really don't. I think that goes to Palpatine, Papa P. But he's a rarely. I mean, he's just one of the best. There's not much you can say more about that. But there's the fallen angel kind of redemption arc that is so amazing with Anakin, and so I have to say Darth Vader is great, but I don't think he's the ultimate villain. Luke Skywalker, again, kind of the original hero's journey. You have Joseph Campbell just baked into Luke's story. It's great. He doesn't know who he is, finds out the world is bigger than he thought, and the bloodline and his true friend, and his kind of extended friend family. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. So gotta definitely go with Luke Skywalker there. So basically, we got the next one up is, obviously we got to go with her sister. You have a twin sister, Princess Leia Organa. I mean, she's the rebel leader. She's the icon. She is just everything that you want to see in a strong female, and really just goes to show you that she doesn't take a lot from anybody. But then, she's got a soft spot for our next person, Han Solo, the charming scoundrel. So Han Solo, obviously not much explanation you need there, but the lovable scoundrel. I think Harrison Ford, obviously prolific actor, amazing performance in the original trilogy. I just think Han Solo is that kind of, he understands, hey, I did this on my own. Again, it's in the name, but then he really just kind of drives, he just makes it happen with the rebellion, with Princess Leia. Obviously, both Leia and Han struggled, obviously, with parenting when you have Ben Solo and all that kind of stuff. But that's not what we're here for today. That's a different subject for a different day. But very, very cool. You got our boy, the Grandmaster Jedi, Yoda, again, still to this day, almost 50 years from, well, actually, probably a little bit more. We need a little bit more time, but we're getting closer to the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. But, introduced in 1980, Empire Strikes Back, Yoda. I mean, you can't get any better than Yoda. He is just amazing. He's got lots of Jedi wisdom, a little mystery to him, obviously, when you first meet him. But, Yoda also makes mistakes. Putting the Jedi Temple in Coruscant, not a good idea. Not seeing the warning signs of Anakin and all the things with Obi-Wan, not really a good idea. One of his pupils, obviously Count Dooku, fell. So, Yoda's got little skeletons in the closet, but hey, 900 years old. He still looked good. He's pretty awesome. You have Obi-Wan Kenobi at number 6 here, the loyal Jedi Master. Again, Obi-Wan Kenobi, true confession, hated Obi-Wan Kenobi going into after Return of the Jedi. Like, I just despised him. Why did you lie to Luke? Why didn't you tell him the truth up front? I was just mortified. And I'm like, when the prequels were starting to kind of build up and get ready, and they said it was going to focus on a younger Obi-Wan, I was like, I'm out. I don't want to do it. But Ewan McGregor, run me over. I love Obi-Wan. I get to see a little bit more. And I think a part of that was just where I was at as a child. Like, just, why did you lie to them? Why didn't you just tell them the truth? But it's complicated. And from a kid's eye, I'm like, oh, what the heck? But I understand why it happened. But it is really, really great to see Ewan and what Sir Alec Guinness did, and in Clone Wars and all of the stuff that we get to see Obi-Wan in. It's great. All right, my boy Papa P in the house. Emperor Palpatine, Chancellor Palpatine, Shiv Palpatine, you know all the Palpatines. Mastermind of the dark side. He lays an intricate web. He's the ultimate deceiver. To me, he's a great allegory to the devil. Like, it's not what you see up front. It's a little smoke and mirrors. Again, the hook for Anakin is, I can save Padme. I know how to do it. And then as soon as he becomes Darth Vader, he's like, we will search for it together. He doped him right from the beginning, and then really just hook, line, and sinker for Anakin there. I love Papa P. I think he's great, but he definitely is a deceiver and the ultimate mastermind of the fall of the Jedi, which is crazy. 8, Boba Fett. Wearing a little Boba Fett today. Favorite character in Star Wars for me. This is actually number 1, brother. But fan favorite, kind of bounty hunter. Just love the mystery, love the look, love the Western tropes with the boot spurs, and everything about Boba Fett is just legit. Don't even get me started with the Book of Boba Fett, but I do like Daddy Pants Boba Fett. I just love this character so much. I just love the mystery about it. Love his ship. Love everything. You just couldn't convince me he was cooler than anybody else. And the scenes in the Carbonite freezing chamber are just like pure cinema, pure gold. Just love them. Another fan favorite, we got Darth Maul, the unforgettable double lightsaber in the trailer for Phantom Menace is really just, it's peak Star Wars. It's just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Great character. Obviously, from a movie perspective, cut him off too, literally, pun intended or not pun intended, cut him off too soon, right? Just like not happening. But then basically we have a redemption arc we have a different kind of arc in Clone Wars and Rebels. And the Rebels episode with Obi-Wan Kenobi is fantastic. You can't beat that. Another one, Ahsoka Tano, breakout animated hero. Again, I just love the growth of this character. She's annoying at the beginning. You get the vibe from that, like she's just kind of this preteen just like kind of annoying for Anakin and Obi-Wan. But dude, her arc is so amazing. She matures, she stands her ground, and she is just fantastic. Love seeing her in the recent Ahsoka Tano, and yeah, I think she's great. I just love everything, both the animated one and the live action one. Ahsoka is legit an awesome Jedi. Very cool, very awesome. All right, let's move on to starships and vehicles. You got the Millennium Falcon, the fastest piece, fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy. Love this. Love the Lucas kind of race car driver type vibe where Han's always tinkering. Sometimes it doesn't always work, but when it works, it's amazing. And the Falcon is like its own character, which I really love. I just love how that is used and how that vehicle is used. And then again, we get a little bit of that as well with The Force Awakens and all that fun stuff. X-Wing Starfighter. I mean, you can't go wrong with the X-Wing, symbol of the rebellion. Super cool. I just love. It's got a great look. The lock the S-foils in attack position. I mean, it's great. Can't go X-Wing without getting the TIE Fighter, the bow TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter, the iconic Imperial scream. There's just a unique sound with the TIE Fighter, and it's so good. It's just amazing. I love that vehicle. Okay, can't go too far from the TIE Fighter without talking about the Imperial Star Destroyer. Again, power, intimidation, can bombard planets from space, from low orbit. If you play Fortnite, a couple seasons ago, we got the Star Wars update and got to control the Star Destroyer from and be able to bomb the Fortnite map. It was awesome. It was great. It's one of the coolest things. And then even cooler was, in fact, I got it as my screensaver for my Xbox, is the X-Wing or the Imperial Star Destroyer coming out of kind of Fortnite or breaking into Fortnite. Oh my gosh, I just love it. It's great. Great. Ginormous. It just, again, if you talk to most people that were there in the seats in the 1977, it is that first shot. It's the first shot, and first impressions are always, and we got the Imperial Star Destroyer just kind of owning the screen. It's large and in charge, and it's just like, that is amazing, and it's super cool. Another one, again, Boba Fett, Slave One, the Fire Spray gunship, attack patrol starship, if you will. Just great. Looks like an iron, or like a lamppost or an iron, but it's got that kind of cool rotating thing. And yeah, I love how they even explored that a little bit in Mandalorian and Boba Fett. Super cool. I really love that. Obviously, you got to talk about the Death Star. 1, 2, all of them, so basically, Lucas didn't know if he was going to be able to make any more. So he decides to do what he thought was going to be in the third, but bring that in the first. And so that's why you get the Death Star 2 in Return of the Jedi, because that was really the ultimate, what he wanted to do at the end. But he didn't know if Star Wars was going to succeed, so he put it in the first one and just like, we're going to blow this thing up, and let's get out of here, kid. Yeah, Death Star, Ultimate Space Station. Again, super with Rogue One and Andor, you get to see the beginning of the Imperial dominance. Can't go too far. This is my favorite vehicle. The AT-AT walkers, the mechanical dinosaurs of Hoth. They're just fantastic. Everything about their sound, their look, the stop motion animation that they do on these things is so cool. I'm super excited to see this coming in Mandalorian and Grogu, that we're going to get a little bit more AT-AT, and that's the way to say it. None of this AT-AT, man. It is AT-AT all the way, and I can't wait to see a little bit more of that. But it is my favorite vehicle in the Star Wars universe. A surprising one is the Naboo Starfighter, that Art Deco look, Doug Chang design. It is really a fun and sleek and bright and very different from an X-Wing, but it's really cool contrast to see that happen in Star Wars with the Naboo Starfighter. Another one, this one is so cool. I wanted the toy so bad. The Imperial shuttle. It's Vader's Omnibus, kind of transport that you see coming in Return of the Jedi. Actually, we get to see a little bit of that with the special edition Empire Strikes Back, but in the original it wasn't there. We get to see this play out in Return of the Jedi. Just love the design. Very cool. And we get to see a lot of different versions of it as it progresses from kind of prequel Clone Wars stuff and eventually evolves into this amazing design. You can't go too far as well. Number 20 here, Razor Crest. Mando's trusty ride. Everybody did the HasLab thing, and then as soon as it was fulfilled, they blow up the Razor Crest. It's crazy. And then, obviously, he modifies a Naboo Starfighter for his less mode of transport. I'm hoping we get a rebuilt Razor Crest, but for the time being, the Razor Crest is one of the best ships. I know people will probably say Ghost needs to be in there. I agree. You can almost flip-flop Razor Crest and Ghost. Some people even say the Ghost is even better than the Millennium Falcon. That's a different story for a different day. But, all right, we got planets and locations. You can't go wrong with Tatooine, the desert home of the Skywalkers. Very, very cool. I personally, for me, I have a lot of core memories with playing Star Wars in my sandbox. Sandbox was so Tatooine. I might have shared the story before, but basically it is just, we would get new sand every year, and I would start digging it up, and I would find Greedo or a Stormtrooper and stuff like that. It's just core memories, and I just love this kind of desert planet, and there's a lot there. Obviously, Hoth, very similar. Icy planet. Another kind of core memory for me is just like sledding, pretending that you're a snow speeder, getting away from the AT-ATs was like everything to me. You hook up with somebody, maybe you got a toboggan, you get in the back, you're Dak and Luke Skywalker going, taking on the Imperial Army. Yeah, it doesn't get better than that, brother. So Hoth is super cool. Again, what makes Hoth cool, you got Wampas, you got Tauntauns, you got, like those little, just like those two creatures alone just kind of add to the mythos of that planet. Endor, the moon of Endor. We got the Endor planet, we got the moon of Endor. Anyways, the forest moon of Endor. You got the Ewoks. And obviously home of Death Star 2. So, very cool. Again, 3 different, really, you got sand, ice, and then forest. Super, super cool. Coming in at 25, or 24 here, Coruscant, city, world, the capital of the Republic. Again, a city built on a city, and I just love the grandiose of it, and then, like, the decay and everything that's underneath, and just, like, you go down a couple levels, it ain't cool. Don't even get me started on Star Wars 1313. That's like a trigger for me. But I just really love that when they explore that. They do that a couple times in Clone Wars. Do they do it in live action? I don't think they do it in live action, but they explore kind of the lower things of Coruscant, and it's so great. You gotta go 25. We're halfway there. Mustafar, the fiery duel site of Anakin and Obi-Wan. It's basically George Lucas's version of Hell, and that's where Anakin finally succumbs to the dark side and kind of becomes Darth Vader. 26, you got Dagobah. Yeah, you got Yoda Swamp. That's where he's exiled to. I would love to explore a lot more. They do a little bit. We get to see Qui-Gon connecting with Yoda in Clone Wars and stuff like that. But I would love a little bit more Dagobah Love the swampiness of it. Obviously, if you ever played Lego Star Wars, I mean, those are some great levels in the Dagobah system. You got Bespin, Cloud City. We got the betrayal, the reveal, the carbonite chamber freezing. You got Lando Calrissian. I mean, you got it all right there. Bespin is very more, and I mean, we can't forget Willow Hood, bro. Ice cream, ice cream. A lot of cool stuff that's happening in that short amount of time with Cloud City. You got Ugnaughts, all the stuff. Another great planet, Naboo. Super lush, beautiful, kind of the political centerpiece of the prequels. You got Padme, you got the rolling and the laughing of flea cow thing. I mean, you got it all there. But yeah, you got the Gungans and the underwater city. It's a lot going on there. Super, super cool. Man, we got to see a little glimpse of it in Clone Wars as well as explored in The Mandalorian. But Mandalore comes in as the warrior planet, and we get to see a lot of that kind of pre and post Empire, which is kind of cool. Really, really cool thing for the Mandalore, and just a lot of lore there. It's kind of Mandalore lore. It's kind of there. Another desert planet where we meet Rey. The scavenger is Jakku. Super, super cool. I mean, I can't. That trailer shot of the downed Imperial Star Destroyer just out there as their speeder goes by. I mean, it's great. I love when you have kind of like this history that you're not sure what's going on. Rey's home is a down AT-AT. It's kind of Trent's little claim to fame is when we went to see The Force Awakens. And again, it's like a 2-second shot. They just do a kind of they kind of pan out and show that it's an Imperial, a downed AT-AT, and Trent at the top of his lungs at 2.5 was like, "Dad, that's an AT-AT." And I was like, "Yes, sir, that's my boy." So little T was already kind of spilling the Star Wars knowledge to the common folk in the theater. But yeah, that is super cool. Okay, so moments and scenes. I mean, it's hard to beat this one in Star Wars, and I think it can be argued this is hard to beat in movies in general, but I'm Your Father reveal from Darth Vader to Luke Skywalker is like mic drop. It's just unbelievable. You can't even fathom but it's like, wait, could it be true? Could it happen? And yeah, it's right there, man. It's so cool. Yeah, iconic Order 66, dude. Gets me every time. The music with John Williams, when everybody's getting shot down in Revenge of Sith, it brings a tear to my eye, man. It is just brutal. Get to see that play out a little bit again in multiple different ways. Bad Batch, Clone Wars, yeah, Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order, yeah, just ugh. That every time I hear that music, it's like a trigger. Death Star Trench Run again in A New Hope. Great editing. This is Marsha Lucas's little baby. She just nails this editing of, and it becomes almost like a Star Wars thing where you have special effect. You see the ship, then you see the inside with the person, and then you see like a display, a tactical display. Then it kind of flips back and forth, and you're constantly kind of going back and forth with special effect, real people, display, and it kind of becomes this thing. You get a sense of where the Death Star's at, where it's lining up with the Yavin 4. You understand the tension. You understand that this is almost impossible to do. You get all that without really mansplaining the whole thing, which is like super, super cool. And yeah, again, another iconic scene is our moment here: Duel of Fates, Maul, Qui-Gon Jinn, and Obi-Wan Kenobi just nailing it with the Duel of Fates, and the music's great. This is where you get to see the double lightsaber. You get to see fast Jedi action. It's so great. Another great one is the throne room, the duel of Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker with the devil, the Emperor watching on. Yeah, it's great. You got, kind of Emperor really just saying this is a trap. This is all set up. It's all going to my design, and you're gonna be on my side and basically take out Darth Vader. And Luke turns the tables, and it's great. It's super super fun. Um, Luke trying to lift the X-wing on a Dagobah is so good. Um, Yoda's line to me is one of the best. Is like, I don't believe it, is what Luke says, and then Yoda just comes in with a zinger, kind of a stab, and that is why you fail. And it's just like, ugh. If you only believe in yourself and you believe, in others, and you help. Part of it is that first step is just like believing in yourself, and you can move mountains or X-wings if you want. And I think that is so poignant and just like, you need to do it, brother. So I think that's so so cool. um in most cinema, you get it, but really the title screen, kind of the open crawl of Star Wars, is just iconic. A long time ago in a galaxy far far away, goes to black, see Star Wars, big boost of John Williams in your face, and you get to see the crawl, and then the music dies down, and you either go up or down depending on what you're doing here. But the most kind one is kind of go down and see what's happening either in kind of low space orbit or space, and golly, so good. Yeah, cantina scene in Mos Eisley's cast of characters. There's so many aliens and great. It's kind of out of this world. And again, the Cantina band, Figure and Dan. Oh my gosh, it's just really iconic. There's just so much going on, and till this day, there's a lot of even behind the scenes stuff. You're like, I didn't know there's a bunch of astronauts, there's insects, there's all these props on the wall. I mean, it's just full of it. Again, little inside baseball. I mean, Lucas was not happy what he got. He filmed in England. He asked 20th Century Fox for more money, did another pickup shots, and that's where most of it comes from, is from the LA shoot, and it works, man. It just works. I love the kind of normal costumes off the shelf, basically, these masks, and then new ones. It's so much fun. Rey igniting the lightsaber in Force Awakens is pretty iconic. Total truth here. Force Awakens opening night, had to go to the bathroom so bad, and I'm like, okay, they're just talking and stuff like that. I'll just go to the bathroom. So I run, go to the bathroom, come back. My buddy P is like, dude, you missed so much. So after that second viewing, it's like, oh my gosh, I missed this whole flashback scene. I really wish they did go a little bit more in Empire. There's if you want, you got the Force Awakens art of book. Yeah, they had a little Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker thing. Even if it was from afar, I thought it'd be cool to see it from a different perspective. Yeah, another iconic one, 40 here. The Mandalorian meeting Grogu for the first time is pretty iconic. You didn't know what the package is. It really turns the show totally a different way when it's a kid. It looks like Yoda. Baby Yoda became a thing. It was the best kept secret. It was just amazing to see Grogu, and then like the little hand come out of the kind of floating bassinet to Grogu, or Grogu to Mando, kind of gets that 16th Chapel vibes going on there, brother. But it is so cool. It's an iconic shot. It's so awesome, and I really, really enjoy that. Okay, so now let's go into expanded universe and TV. So Clone Wars animated series. If you're sleeping on that, first season little rough. The next couple are so amazing. Trent and I started, and I think we probably need to get back to that. But just watching the Clone Wars in chronological order, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun kind of view and a different view of how Clone Wars is. But yeah, because they like Star Wars, they mix and match some. In the original publishing of Clone Wars, they had like little blocks where you got to see, certain different story elements, like Ryloth and, Mibin. They all had these kind of long runs. But if you watch it in chronological order, it's pretty a different way. Rebels, can't say enough about Rebels. It really kind of bridges the OT and the PT together. It makes like a little yummy, sandwich there of peanut butter and jelly there. Really good mix of the two. Get some young Leia, get some young Lando. You got Hondo. I mean, it's great. It's all there, man. It's great. Obviously, The Mandalorian to me is probably one of the most significant things that's happened in the Disney era. I mean, that's 2019. That's when we first started this podcast because Trent and I got to see that at Celebration Chicago in April, and it was fantastic. I mean, the sizzle reel, everything that we got to see, I'm just like, this show is going to be great. And then they kept the best secret about Grogu so tight-lipped, and in fact, there's one scene early that was in the trailer, and I think even the poster, where Mando's kind of walking in the desert and he's kind of alone, and it's like, oh, in the show it's him and Grogu, it's just a great edit, super cool. Really, and again, you can't go wrong. Rogue One, gritty, grounded, kind of side story. Everyone dies, spoiler alert. Super cool. Obviously, you kind of have to say Andor with that one as well. I think kind of falls into that. It's amazing. Yeah, I think you have to slide Andor into that because it's just gritty and amazing. KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic. This is when the Dark Ages, BioWare just drops this legendary role-playing game in the Star Wars universe. It's so good, so fantastic. You can download it pretty much anywhere now, but it's worth a watch, or worth a play through of Knights of the Republic. Thrawn, the Timothy Zahn version, or the new kind of Clone War or Rebels version, and Ahsoka version are all. I mean, he's a brilliant villain. Very cool. Literally expanded universe, expanded the unknown regions, wild space. Well, actually, they come from the unknown regions. But this Thrawn is really a fun character. Again, kind of like Darth Vader. Not totally bad, but he understands the culture. He understands the decisions that they're making through the culture, all that kind of stuff, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The High Republic era, new storytelling. I'm gonna be perfectly transparent, and it's like I started through the book series, but never really quite finished. It almost got too much. I don't know. I just lost a little bit of it, but they also jumped around in that you start kind of in the middle, and then you kind of go back, and then you move forward. There's a lot of content there, and I haven't fully explored that, so I can't really give it a yay or nay. But yeah, there's just so much. It was hard to keep up because they were really trying to push all kind of fronts with young readers, comics, and books, and I kind of got lost in the sauce a little bit. Star Wars comics, again, once Disney bought, Marvel bringing that up. I mean, the Dark Horse run, though, at the beginning is so good. Dark Empire, all that kind of stuff. That was, Kate Skywalker. I mean, there was all kinds of stuff that was in Dark Horse that was really good. And then when Disney took it over with Marvel, it was kind of reinventing things. And yeah, it's been a fun run. I'm not going to complain there. So number 49, almost there. Stay on target. Lego Star Wars, dude. These games are so good. Lego Star Wars 2. I mean, it kicked off. Lego Star Wars kicked off Legos. It's been over 20 years with Phantom Menace and stuff like that. But Lego Star Wars 2 is just so good, and then you kind of continue to build on that. The Clone Wars one is one of my favorites. Actually, I probably need to get back to that because I haven't fully played out the whole saga. So shame on me, but that's something that is just really, really cool. And then finally, Celebration. All the fan events, bringing the galaxy together. That's what the fandom is all about. I've been privileged enough to go to 3 of them. So I went to Celebration 2 and 3 in Indianapolis, and then the 2019 Chicago are the 3 that I want to. I definitely want to go out of state. It would be great. I mean, it's just, time, money, all that kind of stuff. But they are really fun. I mean, it's really something. If you've never been to Comic-Con, I would highly recommend it. It's so great to see different fandoms, but when you have something that's concentrated of just Star Wars, it's kind of over the top. It's just too much. I know it was like even apprehensive in 2019 with all the Last Jedi and Solo stuff, blah 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 blah. It's like, is this gonna really work? And yeah, it did. It was awesome. Some of my great memories was from that one in particular. So as we wrap this up, what am I grateful for? I am grateful for it is my 50th birthday. Holler. I can't believe I've been here on this earth for 50 years. That seems almost impossible, but here it is, and it's happening. I just thank God for my health and my family and everything that's going on. Feeling truly blessed. So that is a lot to be grateful for. What are you grateful for? Let us know, man. Love to hear it. But thanks again, Space Wizards, Plastic Spacemen, and Rebel Princesses, to listening to another episode of Big T and Little T, a Star Wars podcast. This is episode 222 in the books. It's been a wonderful ride. You can find us on the socials, Big T Little T Podcast on Instagram, BLILT Podcast on the old Twitter, Big T Little T Podcast.bsky.social on the Blue Sky, and then you can follow us here, twitch.tv/Big T Little T. Now that Trent's back in school, we're going to try to figure out a schedule and try to get back, but really sports is kind of taking up everything. So maybe after sports, we'll get a little bit more consistent on the streaming, brother. But yeah, it's been fun. Hey, we got stickers. We want to hear from you. So comment, tweet, rate us on Apple Podcasts, drop us a 5-star review on Spotify. Email us at bigtlittlepodcast@gmail.com. Drop us a question. Let us know what you're grateful for. What are some of your favorite things in Star Wars? And we'll send some swag your way. So that is pretty cool. Next week, or whenever we do this again, it's probably going to be Star Wars. Scheduling's been a little weird, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So, but yeah, it's been super fun. Yeah. It's been a great ride, and hopefully not only do we have hopefully another 50 years, but maybe another 222 episodes, dudes and dudettes. That would really, really, really be cool. Now remember, truly wonderful the mind of the child is, and may the force be with you always. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.